So you may or may not have seen the video that I made a couple of weeks ago where I was talking about people who might be wanting to start their own business or side hustle and what they can do before they get started. And this video is going to expand on that a little bit because I'm going to talk about an Instagram account that I made that managed to get to about 36,000 followers before I basically got bored with it. So if I wanted to make a business in that niche, then I had 36,000 followers that could have all been potential customers just from that Instagram account. I'm going to talk about how I did that because I didn't actually make any original content for it, and it just sort of grew and grew, and it was never intended to be anything, and I don't really do much with it now. It's now sort of dipped below 30,000 as well, since I haven't really bothered with it. The following has gradually gone down, but I might come back to it one day and post some more stuff. So the account in question is just called art_macabre, or macabre, however you pronounce it. Essentially, I started it because I wasn't really knowledgeable on Pinterest. I don't really know how to use Pinterest back then. I use it a lot now, but back then I didn't really use it. So I just wanted to have a load of images in this sort of macabre, dark sort of style, just for references. So I thought I'll just make a Instagram account for that, and then I've got them all there to reference. And I just started posting other people's artwork on that account, giving them credit, of course. I do think it's very important that if you are sharing other people's work, that you definitely credit them, and maybe even ask them for permission first. But most artists are very happy for you to share their work if you give them permission. It's all good exposure for them. I'll talk more about artists in a little bit as well. So I just started posting some stuff on that account and just kept posting, and basically every day I was sort of just posting different stuff, giving credit back to the artists. And this was just stuff I was just finding on Google image search, essentially. Of course, you could go on Pinterest and just find loads of cool art from a niche. And there's loads of accounts that do things like this, and they share other people's work. And then some of them you do see they start running ads and stuff like that, and paid partnerships, and that's how they sort of make money. So I don't really like that too much. There's a couple of accounts I follow on certain topics, and when they start doing too many ads, then I sort of just want to sort of unfollow them, really. But I understand why they do it. But as I said in the other video, if you pick a niche that you want to run a business or side hustle in, that's relevant, and you're posting relevant stuff, then people aren't going to mind so much if you're selling them products related to that topic, because they're already interested in that topic. Some accounts I've seen, they'll run ads what are just completely irrelevant to what they're posting, or they're doing paid partnerships with irrelevant stuff, and I don't like that at all. That don't sit too well with me. So keep that in mind if you want to turn an Instagram account into a business. But so of course back then when I started the account, and this was probably about 6 or 7 years ago I started it, but I haven't really done much in the last 2 years on it. But I just kept posting every day, kept finding great artwork to share. And now, of course, you don't have to share artwork, you share photographs or anything that you can find, or even inspirational quotes or memes or anything, So I kept doing that, and after a while I started getting inboxed from artists wanting to share their work on the page. So people were asking me if they could have their work shared, and at its peak I was getting loads of these messages every single day, and it was really cool. It was hard to keep up with them, and still get a lot of people tagging the account when they post artwork as well. But that was really cool. Maybe I'll go back to it, because it was nice sharing other people's work and giving them exposure. But I've noticed since I haven't gone on it much, the Instagram algorithm doesn't really show it to many people. I'm sure once I start picking up again, that will soon change. And of course you can run ads and stuff like that to get your account noticed and get it bigger. So it probably took about 4 or 5 years to grow it to 35,000, which sounds really slow. But I didn't do any promotions, no ads, no nothing. Didn't share it on any other platforms, nothing like that. It was just something that I just created and just kept posting content to, and that was it. So if there must be tons of videos on YouTube that'll tell you how to grow an Instagram channel. So if you sort of mix them with sort of this advice, I'm sure you could grow an account that just explodes. So I thought I would just share that with you guys. It's been a really cool account to make, and like I say, I might go back to it one day, but I wouldn't really know how to make sort of money off the back of it. There's nothing in that niche that I really have much knowledge on. I just really like the sort of dark artwork and that. And of course, one thing I haven't mentioned is that these days you could just use AI to create your own content as well. So I think I did do a couple of AI posts on the account, but it's not something I'm really too interested in doing on that account. It's more about sharing other people's work around and just spreading really cool artwork. If you'd like me to talk more about making an AI Instagram account, that could be something I could set up, and I could show you my progress and stuff like that, and see how that gets on. That might be an interesting idea. I just need a topic in which to do it on, so maybe any suggestions in the comments would be quite cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.